And welcome into Making Sense. Well, you've hit that magic age, 70 years old, and you're thinking, should I retire? Should I continue on? What are going to be my financial needs as I move forward? I've got some things maybe in a company pension, or I've got some things in an IRA. How am I going to maximize these things? Then, of course, do you still really need insurance? Well, those are some things that may have you scratching your head. So in order to keep you from scratching too much, I brought in a couple of experts in the field from Guardian Credit Union. Kenny Laneaux.
Yes.
Kenny, glad to have you back.
Good to be here, thank you.
And my good buddy Libby Bryan. Good to see you, young lady.
Good to see you, too.
You've always got such a beautiful smile going. That's, whenever we're in Kiwanis together, whenever they put her in the welcome line, it's always a wonderful welcome to have there. But Libby, we were talking about the fact that a person hits 70 and they say, okay, certain things start to happen with financial products that we specifically bought to give us advantages. Then what's the next step that people should take?
Well, if you are retiring from a company, a lot of times if they have a 401k, they offer you a payout of an annuity, or you can roll it over. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I suggest you roll it over, because then you've got control now of your money and what to do with it. And that's where I would come in and talk to you and discuss, what is your goal right now? Mm-hmm. Do you need the income off of this? If you don't, do you want to continue to grow? Then I look at several options for them and give them. And it depends on what their risk tolerance is. Mm-hmm. A lot of times once you retire, you don't want to be in a risky situation.
Right.
So you want to protect your money, but you still want it to grow. Mm-hmm. So that's where I would sit down and we would work out a plan for you. Mm-hmm. And it could be, it could be several different things. It could be a money managed account. It could be an annuity. There's just, a lot of difference. And, but that way you're in control now of your own money.
Which is nice.
It is nice.
It's a good way to do it.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, you've worked long and hard, and now you want your money to sustain you and keep you while you're retired.
That's the reason you did it.
That's exactly right. That's exactly.
And Kenny, when you're looking at things like insurance policies, obviously, as you grow older, even if you've got a policy that you can, it's maybe, I guess they used to call it a whole life, where you still have a death benefit, but there's still a term part of it, and you want it gets confusing, because as you grow older, the chances are, like you said in the last week's show, you're getting closer to the day that you're not going to be around. And of course, it depends on what you want to use that insurance for, right?
Absolutely. So I've seen people take whole life policies and they make them, tailor-make them, and we can make them really exotic. I mean, mm-hmm. The whole life policy is a really awesome product. Of course, you have the death benefit, but it also builds a cash value. Mm-hmm. We can even go in there and set the time, the year that you want to retire, and start drawing that money that builds up in the cash value, mm-hmm. and having it pay you out in increments. So I mean, it's a really awesome product, and I would suggest, if you don't have one, to go out and get one.
Right. And Libby alluded to the idea of an annuity, and we hear that term annuity and a lot of times people say, well, I don't know about. Well, give us a little bit of a story on annuity.
Well, so I'll say this: if you go and Google annuities, or you go on YouTube, there are lots of videos, pros and cons about videos.
Okay. So
you really want to talk to someone who's an expert in the field.
Yes.
And do your own research. But the annuity and the whole life contracts are solid, contrary to what some people may put out there on the internet. It's not one of these things that, I research it all the time, and you hear and you see things like it's a sham, it's this or it's that,
right,
the fees on the annuities, you're not gonna, it's simply not what people say it is. It's a contract that you sign with the insurance company, and as long as you pay your premium and do your part, the insurance company is bound to uphold what the contract states, the death benefit as well as the cash value build up. And on the annuity side, which Libby does a lot of, they have to honor that as well.
That's true. And annuities have changed over the years. Annuities got a bad rap.
They did for a while.
They did
Yeah.
for a while, and so a lot of times you say annuity, people go, "Oh no, that's not what I want."
Yeah.
Well, they've changed a lot, and a fixed indexed annuity and a fixed annuity, you are guaranteed the
Yeah,
principal.
That's right. You're gonna make money until the day you die.
Correct.
Yeah, they're gonna take care of you, and that's
That's
probably
right.
a very nice way to look at it.
It is.
Yeah.
And they have, like you said, they also have riders on them, and now there is a fee if you do a rider, but you're guaranteed the income, and you can't outlive an annuity. You might deplete it,
Yep.
and you're still alive, they're still going to pay you.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
Absolutely.
that's a good,
Yeah, because that was the guarantee on the thing.
exactly,
That's what you were looking for.
exactly.
That's great. Well, if our viewers need to get some of the information, obviously they can contact either one of you. Your
Correct.
name's been on the screen, and it's just called Guardian Credit Union and be able to get
Yes.
advice.
That's
And whether you're a member or not,
That's
you're
right.
welcome to come and
Absolutely.
use the services that you have.
Absolutely.
Good. Well, thank you both. It's been a pleasure having you here.
It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Great to
Thank
do
you.
it. And just remember this, no matter what your age is, there's still something you need to be looking at, and that's how are you going to spend the rest of your life, and financially, how is it going to work for you? And we'll be right back right after this.